What's up guys, welcome back to another video. I am back with the Peugeot 3008 as I showed you in last week's video of the Peugeot 2008. And why am I doing these cars? Well, I got a comment from Leo Phoenix who said they wanted to see the Peugeot 2008 and the Peugeot 3008. So I've done the 2008 and now it's time for the 3008. So let's get into it. And I should probably state that the Peugeot 3008 is basically the 2008's bigger brother, and it's basically a small SUV. Let's move on. So the exterior, well, I do like the design of this car on the outside. However, this is the pre-facelift and I like it, but I like it less than the facelift, which I'll show in a second. So you got cool lights, you got the bumper going into the lights, which I don't like, but it is pretty bold, I will give you that. The grille looks good, you got the Peugeot logo and then Peugeot is written above it. And you got a cool strip at the bottom and, well, it works, but you know, I'm not 100% on it. However, the facelift looks much better. Lights are a better design, the grille looks so much better. It's like a void, like a black hole. It looks like it just goes on forever or for a long way. You've got the big Peugeot badge and 3008 has been written at the tip of the bonnet. It's not on the bonnet, but you get what I mean. And the Peugeot name has been gotten rid of and has been replaced with the 3008 name, numbers, something, anyway. And the bottom just looks a lot better. It's just better in my opinion. The side, well, unfortunately I can't say too much. It's a car, I do like the wheels and I kind of like the three-tone paint, kind of works on this car. And I like how the lights, there is a strip between the wing and the bonnet at the front. That looks pretty cool. I really like that, and I mean that. The rear, well, on the pre-facelift you got the 3 lion claw marks, which is a cool design, and you got a black bar, and that's really it. Yeah, I can't say much. Yeah, moving on. On the facelift, the lights do look a lot better, which I didn't think was possible, but here we are. And oh no, fake exhausts. Fake exhausts alert. Moving on, I don't want to see it. Oh god, look what we got here. We got the old 3008. Look at this. Look at it. Awful. Slow. Unreliable. Ugly. Ugh, get off my screen. Right, the interior. Well, it was so cool. I say was, is still on the market. It is a cool looking interior, like the Peugeot 2008. It's got cool designs and it's so futuristic and it's so upmarket as if it was some BMW or Lexus. It's so cool. I really like it. However, there were 2 problems with this interior. The first one being the steering wheel. Like the 2008, and I say that, I mean all modern Peugeots. Depending on how you have the steering wheel and how you sit in height, the gauges can be blocked by the top of the steering wheel, which means you aren't able to see them. And the gauge cluster is obviously important because it shows things like your speed, your revs, your fuel and your engine temperature. And those are obviously important, and all your warning symbols. So that was rubbish. And the climate control has to be done through the screen. There are no buttons for it. Modern Peugeots are like that now and I really don't like it. It's one button too many, it's distracting and it takes way too long. Not good. The performance, well, there were 3 engine types to go for. You had diesels, you had petrols and you had a hybrid. So I've chosen one from each and we are going to review them now. So the hybrid had a 1.6 litre inline 4-cylinder with a turbo and it had an electric motor, or it had 2, I don't actually know. Anyway, 295 horsepower, 221 pound-feet of torque. It was very heavy at 1,840 kilograms and it had an 8-speed automatic gearbox. 0 to 60, 5.9 seconds, which is pretty rapid, and the top speed of 149 miles an hour. So that was pretty quick. Next one is just your standard petrol. 1.2 litre inline 3-cylinder with a turbo, 129 horsepower, 170 pound-feet of torque. Weighed less at 1,320 kilograms, and it came with either a 6-speed manual gearbox or an 8-speed automatic. 0 to 60, 9.2 seconds, and the top speed is 117 miles an hour. And lastly, the diesel. 2 litre inline 4-cylinder with a turbo, 174 horsepower, and 295 pound-feet of torque. It weighs in between the petrol and the hybrid at 1,480 kilograms, and it came with an 8-speed automatic. 0 to 60, 9.5 seconds, and the top speed is 130 miles an hour. Practicality, and well, immediate thumbs up from me. The boot was 591 litres big, which was humongous. It was so big, it was like a big cave. Yeah, big cave. It beat most, if not all, its rivals with its boot space. However, it didn't have the versatility of Renault, whatever car is equivalent to this in Renault, I don't know. But either way, it was still bigger than the Renault. And it had a ski hatch, as you can see here, which means you can put skis or just long pieces of wood or a lamp if it's thin enough in there. So it was huge, and I mean huge. The opening was big and it had a good shape. And the rear legroom was really good because it had a long wheelbase, and the headroom was decent enough unless you are the tallest person, and I say that about most cars because it's pretty much true. Handling? Well, there's 2-3 parts to this, so let me explain. So it handled decently enough, however it wasn't much, so don't expect a Ferrari from it. That's point 1. Point 2 is, despite it not handling well, or funly I should say, it was really soft. It was a really comfortable car, and that is a good thing for a family car, because obviously it's for your family and you want your family to be uncomfortable and you don't want them moaning at you. Yeah, you're going to be a very unhappy person and your family is going to be very unhappy. That's point 2. And point 3 is, as a result of the amazing comfort and the soft suspension, it rolled quite a bit in the corners. So don't go handling like a Ferrari and you won't get lean. So there we are. Is there anything else worth noting? Well, reliability has improved compared to the old Peugeots. I said that in the 2008 video and I stand by my statement. Again, it's not a Lexus, Honda, Toyota, it's none of them. However, it has improved from cars like the 207, which was god awful. But it was still decent enough, and an improvement is an improvement, so we'll take it while it lasts before anything goes wrong. And here is the verdict. The pros are, the exterior and the interior were very cool looking. It had good legroom and it had decent enough headroom unless you were the tallest of tall people. The reliability was definitely improved. There were various engines and power outputs to go for. You were pretty much spoiled for choice. It had a great boot space, and I mean great. You know what? No, brilliant boot space. Outstanding, every word possible. And it had a comfortable ride. However, the cons are, and there aren't actually that many, which shows how decent this car is. So there are no climate control buttons. It has to be done on the screen, and that's one button too many and it's distracting. The body will roll in the corners. There is the awkward steering wheel position, and you have the fake exhausts, which, as you know, I don't like. But anyway, that concludes the review of the Peugeot 3008. If you would like to check out my main channel, oh, bye-bye. Or not.
Darren, you're stupid.
Yeah, we can see.
Oh. No, Darren!
No, he's not okay. He's a bloody idiot. Then I will leave a link to that in the description below. And I have next week's car here, blurred. If you can guess what it is, leave a comment below. And if you get it right, you get a liking from me and you get a well done. If not, you get you still get a like, but you get, nope, not that. And if you would like me to review a car, like Leo Phoenix wanted me to, shout out to them again, then you can also leave that in the comments below, and if there is enough information on the internet or on YouTube, I can do a review for you. And I will see you guys in next week's video with this car. Peace.